Today we are going to be shooting and reviewing the NC Star Compact Tactical Series P4 Sniper Reticle scope. So here is the scope mounted on my Chiappa Arms upper, which is 22, and let's see if let's kind of show you what it looks like. It's not going to go down now. There's a few views of it. It's a nice looking scope. I sighted in already about 3 months ago, and I've shot the gun since then, and we are going to see if it stays sighted in or if I have to re-sight it in today. That's the big question. So here's the box that it came in. I ordered it online, and I'll tell you the website and how much I paid at the end of this video. But it came with your instructions. It came in this foam box here. I like that. Came with a little rag to wipe it off, and then snazzy little box here for in case I ever want to take it off, and if I put up like rear sights or something on it. So let's go shoot it. We're going to shoot a lot of rounds through it, using it today. We'll be using some Remington. There's 525 rounds in here. We're not going to shoot them all, but we're going to shoot some Remington hollow points. To mount the scope, I use just the UTG Universal Weaver rings, which are these right here, and we're going to be shooting Caldwell orange peel target so we can kind of see where they're hitting. Alright, let's go shoot. Alright, the main reason why I got this this 22 upper with the scope is for squirrel hunting. So the magazine right here, you can see one fully loaded, holds 28 fully loaded, maybe 30 if I really just want to push the springs down. However, I really don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot out 28, and our first few shots I want to kind of see if the scope needs re-sighted in. I sighted in a few months ago at about 50 feet, which is where we're going to go right back to, and we'll see how it does. Okay, so the gun had a malfunction, and I'll show you that, but you can see that all of my shots are a little low, so I do have to re-sight in the scope a little bit. So let's look at this malfunction here. So we took care of our little malfunction there. We're going to adjust the sights a little bit, see if we can raise it up right on target, and then we'll keep shooting. Alright, to adjust the sights, they're pretty easy. So basically, you can kind of see up. So we did just 2 clicks up. We'll go ahead and shoot. We'll keep going up. says 1 click is a quarter inch at 100 yards. So right now we're about 25 yards. We'll try that real quick. Keep moving up. That was quite a bit. Let's see if it made a difference. It's moving. Just moving real slow. Shouldn't take that. Much to get it there. Alright, magazine's empty. Got another one right here. You can kind of see what I mean when it went kind of slow motion. Is like with the 22, I want it to go straight in. Okay, I want it to go straight in the chamber. With this, it has to go up and in with the magazine, and when it's doing that, I think it's bending the front of some of the rounds. That's why they're not going off. We're keeping adjusting this. And I just sighted this in a few months ago, and it hasn't received a lot of hitting or whatnot to make it go off this much. A rabbit just jumped out of the shooting range. We've basically taken it all the way around. That's quite a bit of clicks. There we go. We're right on. We're right on now. That was 10 rounds out of that magazine. Let me show you how these things load. Alright, so I had to do one full rotation to get it back on target to where I had it shooting from the same distance as I was last year, and it was hitting pretty much center target. Right now we're hitting center targets, so let's see if it'll go off again while we're shooting it, or if it's something where, I don't know, maybe when I was taking the upper off of the lower, maybe I bumped it, or maybe it got loose and I had to retighten it. We'll kind of see as it's shooting, will it stay on target. So after we have re-sighted in the sights here, let's see how we've been doing. I just did 10 rapid fire. That would be these ones, which is actually not bad. From about, we moved back to about 60 to 75 feet, which would be equivalent to about 25 yards. So that's not bad for rapid fire. After I adjusted the sights, they are right where I'm aiming, which is exactly what I want from that distance. Now, I actually like this, where I aim a little bit, it hits a little higher. That way, when I move back, let's say I'm making a 40-yard shot or something like that, this bullet is going to gradually come down here and hit my target exactly where I want it. Right here, this is a squirrel gun for me, or target practice, or what have you. So for this, it's still that's a kill shot, and that's still exactly where I want it to be. So let's go talk price, and let's talk about the scope. Alright, so we just finished our review. You can kind of see, there we go. There we go. can kind of see what it looks like inside there on the NC Star scope here. I will say this, that it does magnify what I'm looking at. So right now, if I'm looking at the target, what the scope does is makes it like that. So it's basically, it's bringing it in. I like that about the scope. I don't like that I had to resight it in today. However, that could have been me, you know, when I'm removing this from this and moving it back and forth. And so, but it did come with the scope covers as well. I forgot to say that in the beginning. I like the scope. 20 bucks is how much I bought it online. So this is the model number. It's SC430B. 20 bucks for a scope. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Now if I have to sight it in every single time, not so much. However, that may have been me. We will see the next time I come shooting. As I was shooting though, once I got it dialed in, perfect. So I'm beginning to think maybe it was my fault. I don't know. However, right now it shoots dead on. So I'm happy with the scope. Once it's dialed in, I'm very, very, very happy with it, especially since I only paid $20 for it. Now, would I put this on my 5.56? Probably not, because, you know, however much you invest in a gun, that's how much you should invest a fraction of that into your scope. I only paid $200 for this upper, so I bought this for $20, $25 total. It's about an eighth of the amount of the gun. So if I were to pay, you know, a few $1,000s for a 5.56, I would want to pay a little bit more for my scope. That's just how it is. So I was happy with how it performed. So out of 10, I would give it a 10 being great, 1 being I couldn't even see out of it. I would give it a 5. I'm happy with it. However, do I wish I would have spent more money? Maybe a little bit more and got a little bit higher quality. However, I only spent 20 on it, and you get what you paid for. So it's a give and take, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty happy with it.